This is how to conquer FOMO. Fear of missing out is a concept that was exemplified and amplified by the presence of social media. Essentially, your friends are out doing something, they're going to the club, they're going to the bar, and you're not there to be with them. Many of us would want to find a way to join in and be part of the social figure and being that you are, and let that side of you come to life. That's just a natural survival instinct. Like you see your ancestors dancing around the fire after hunting the woolly mammoth, and you want to go join them because you don't want the group to leave you and think that you're just an awkward being who doesn't want to participate socially. So that's one side of it. I have a faux FOMO, or a fear of the fear of missing out, and that's kind of what I'm going to talk about on this video. Most people with social media's presence have been able to go on in a device the size of their hand and scroll and see what their friends are doing, sitting on a beach in Florida, going to the Cayman Islands, whatever they're doing, and they can see all these things and wonder, hey, why isn't my life like this? Why aren't I doing the same things these people are? They're my age, they're my friends. Why don't I have what they have? So I want to start this video by saying that life is not fair, and you know that. I hope you know that. And if you don't, then this is going to be the wake-up call you need. I honestly hope that if you had to go through something hard in your life to be where you're at today, good. Because you're already taking the first step at doing what I'm about to tell you. This is actually a Friday night, and my friends are out doing things, and they're having fun together. The group chat's going wild or whatever. But I'm here, sitting here filming this video because I actually believe in this topic, and I'd rather invest more in this than partaking in those events. The fear of missing out is not anything that you should be ashamed of, because everyone has it. What you need to recognize is that this happens. It happens to everyone. Even if you say you are immune to social pressure, you're gonna wonder why you're not doing what everyone else is, either subconsciously or very consciously. You're gonna wanna text people and say, hey, what you doing tonight? I'm pretty bored, can we hang out? And you're not gonna wanna work on that project that might have been in your head all day, all week, or even longer than that. For me, that's been filming this video. I've been thinking about it all day, and my friends are going out, and I said, hey, if I don't do it now, am I going to do it at all? And I said, I have to sit down and get this done so that you guys can have more content, and maybe I'll gain 2 or 3 more subscribers. Okay. So according to my search, the fear of missing out is a social anxiety stemming from the belief that others might be having more fun or experiencing something better while you are not present. It's particularly amplified by social media, where the constant stream of updates and notifications from friends, family, and acquaintances about their activities, achievements, and experiences can lead to feelings of envy, inadequacy, or loneliness. And I just looked that up after getting to this part of the video, so I wasn't just reading off that, don't worry. What I need you to see is that FOMO all comes down to perceptions. Mindfulness, setting mental boundaries, trying to prevent yourself from using social media, fostering connections, that all has to do with your mental health and your mental emotion. So step 1, combat your emotions. Here's what you're gonna hear from other influencers that don't actually spell this out very well. You should have emotions as a guy. It's not okay to lock up your emotions. You should feel them. But what I will say that is similar is you should feel emotions and shut them out. Because being able to dial in to whatever you need to do, to turn the knobs in the studio to be at the right frequency you need to produce as well as you can produce, is going to come from narrowing down that focus on these different mental anxieties that are creeping in and being able to hone your skills to where they need to be. It's good to recognize that as present, but be able to control it, because having control over them is the first step to mastering your art. If you completely shut out emotion, you're not gonna feel what you need to feel motivated to get what you need to done. Being aware, hey, I have a deadline. This is making me really antsy. I need to get this done tonight. Now I'm gonna twist the knob and say, this is my productive zone. I'm putting on my hat and I'm gonna get to work. FOMO is essentially an emotion. It's a combination of probably stress, anxiety, lust. Okay, maybe I'll throw in a little bit of sadness or just sprinkle it on top. But it's full of emotions that make you want to be social. And by getting to that stage, you then get to the second part, which is acceptance of this. If you can accept that this is an emotion that is driving you as a natural primate human being to want to join the pack and to participate socially, then that's good. It means your brain's working the way it should be. But here's where you stand out. Let's take something that's like a bad habit, right? A really bad habit, like drinking or like fapping or something like that. Like you have an urge. Let's say you have an urge to watch pornography. You're going to want to go on your computer and just look it up, and you're going to be in this dazed state of just not knowing what you're doing until you've done what you need to do. And then you're like feeling disgusted at yourself because you're like, why did I do that? I don't even know how I got to that. My body was kind of on autopilot. The same with drinking too. I just need to relax. I need to calm down. I'm just going to grab this bottle, start drinking until I'm able to get in the state of calmness I need to. I'd say the real man is actually somebody that feels more emotion and is somebody that is capable of handling more emotional weight than somebody who isn't as powerful. Because if you're able to do that and still lock in what you need to do, you have complete control and complete zen in your life. Then you get to feel what you want to feel when you want to feel it. And anything else that you feel, you can choose to accept that as your actual feelings, or you can choose to deny it and set your own boundaries. We respect men as a society who are able to lay the law down and say what they want and go after it. This is the same exact thing, but with emotions. If you're able to say, hey, I recognize that I'm feeling stressed or anxious, but I don't care. I still need to do this, and I still need to turn on my productive hat. Then that's even more powerful. That says that you have control over every aspect of your life. When you work, how hard you work, and what emotion you put into that work. In my opinion, if you want to take one thing away from this video, combating FOMO relies on trust. And I'm going to kind of relate this to dating because it's very similar. I'm not going to lie. Let's say you're having an issue with your significant other. They're texting somebody that you don't really like, and you ask them to block them on your phone, but then a couple weeks later you find out they're still texting that person. That's going to trigger some sort of emotion within you, maybe sadness, maybe a little bit of frustration, and you're going to want to take that out on the other person. But if you actually have control over your emotions, you can recognize that those feelings are arising and be able to communicate that with words. You're then able to set a new course of action. You can either decide if you want to stay in this relationship or if you just want to be by yourself. That means that you're feeling emotion, but you're still able to choose the right thing at the right time. FOMO comes down to feeling emotions that are related to mainly things you have to do, and that's kind of how I'm relating it to this video. You have to work on a project for your e-commerce website, and you want to launch next Tuesday, and it's Thursday right now. You're not going to get things done if you go out all weekend, but there is this pressure that's just prying at you to do it. This is where trust comes in. If you choose to stay in that relationship and you choose to trust them with the fact that you can handle what you need to handle, and you believe that they're actually not gonna do it again because it's on them, you've set the boundaries and you need them to obey it or do what you need them to do to make you feel more secure. And then you can determine, like, are they actually doing it? Do they still have them added? Is this person a problem? Like, if this comes up again, then you should know, like, hey, I'm not gonna hang around for that and I'm just gonna exit myself. The same thing goes with FOMO. But the only way to combat that issue, that you're not getting something you want, is by trusting in the route you have taken. Again, if you're staying in a relationship because you believe that somebody will actually do what you need them to do, then that says a lot about you as a person. It shows that you can trust in others and you know what course of action is best for you, and you're choosing to align yourself with that as it is working for you. The reason you would still go out over the weekend is because your trust in yourself as a person, a one-way relationship, me, myself, and I, is not there. Here's what you're saying, because you don't want to say this to yourself, so I'm going to say it to you. And I want you to take this like I'm actually sitting across from you right now and having this discussion. There's something out there that you want. You don't want to go get it, and there's a very damn good reason you don't. It's because you don't actually have the faith or the trust to put in yourself to say, hey, can I actually pull this off? But despite knowing that you can't fail if you actually try your hardest, people still don't believe that in themselves. Because social media is telling them there's a lot easier things to do. You can actually enjoy your time more if you just play video games, or if you just go out and drink with your friends, or if you just enjoy your college years, or if you just stop. Do you actually believe that you can do it? Because if you don't believe you actually can put your mind to something, you shouldn't be on my channel, and you shouldn't be telling yourself that you want to do it at some point anyway, because you're never going to do it. If you don't actually believe that you could get off this video right now and start working on something, you're never going to see the success that you should be seeing right now. I need you to trust yourself. I don't care if you have to do the stupid affirmations thing. Ooh, I'm so special or whatever. Oh, in the shower every day. or whatever you need to do, but you need to find a way to convince yourself that you have what it takes to make it work. Because that's the only thing missing. The hours are there. You will find time because naturally FOMO cures itself. You're not going to want to go out with your friends. You're not going to want to spend the evenings out because you're not going to feel productive if you actually think you can do this. Everything else that's going on is a waste of time because your success is here, you're here, and this is just a matter of time if you believe it is. I'm literally not going out with my friends tonight because I know at some point this channel is going to take off. And I'm willing to put the work in to say that, hey, it's going to happen here, and I'm way down here, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, and I believe 100% that it's going to happen. Otherwise, why would I waste my time filming this, editing this, writing a script, going back over and seeing if I look stupid in the video just to post it and see, hey, I don't know if this is going to happen. No, I actually believe for a fact that I can do it. Because it doesn't pay to do anything if you don't actually believe in its success at some point. If you're in a relationship saying, hey, I don't know if this is going to work, but maybe I'll just stay in and feel it out, it's not going to work. Because at some point, you're going to be faced with some sort of difficult decision, and then you're going to have to decide, is it this person worth my effort? Are they worth my time? Are they worth my stress to put through these things that I have to do to make their life better? And if you don't want to decide that and you don't actually want to put in the work to actually get the result of you being happy with them, then you're not going to make it. But if you actually believe, hey, we're here, any issue or matter of time that stands between us and the end result where we want to be as a couple is just a matter of time and just us talking through things, then it becomes inevitable that you will make it to here. But if you're on the fence, then you shouldn't be by the fence at all. Or you shouldn't at least commit to a relationship or in a business idea until you're saying, hey, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to find a way to keep working on this until I can get some sort of success. And if the success isn't good enough for me, I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to pivot to the next thing because I'm still wanting to be productive. If I keep pivoting to that right thing and it actually blows up, I'll have made it. But I'm going to put into work to keep finding that thing that I want to dial in on. So I'm going to end this video because it's getting really long and I'm getting really tired of talking, but I believe in you. I do. And I'm sorry I had to kind of yell at you for a bit, but success is going to come when you can yell at yourself. Success is only going to come when you internally set those limits on yourself and say, hey, you have this bench max you want to hit. You have this income goal you want to hit this month. You have this relationship you want to have someday. Why aren't you putting in the work to go do it? And that statement that, hey, it's going to happen if I actually go out there and work for it, that's what a lot of you are missing. And this video could have been made very short just by saying that. But I wanted to explain to you guys why it's important. Where are you guys at? What is that goal you have? And if you don't have a goal, set one. Because you're just wasting time otherwise, working for nothing. But go out there, find that one thing that motivates you, and start finding a way to get after it. And you'll never actually not enjoy a day of your life when you decide to commit. That's all. I'll see you guys next time.